Hello friends, Kevin here, and you know what? I just had a hankering for St-Hubert. I love St-Hubert so freaking much, and it's an absolute staple out here. If you ever spent more than 5 minutes driving around Quebec, you've definitely seen that giant smiling yellow rooster. We're talking, of course, about St-Hubert. To anyone outside of the province, it might just look like another rotisserie chicken joint, but to Montrealers and Quebecers, St-Hubert is practically a cultural institution. It's the ultimate comfort food. It's been fueling the city since 1951. I mean, think about it. How many of us grew up getting that classic yellow box delivered in a retro Volkswagen Beetle, or heading to the dining room for a family birthday? It was pure nostalgia. But let's talk about the star of the show, the sauce. You can't talk about St-Hubert without talking about that sweet, savory, slightly spiced barbecue gravy. Whether you're a breast or a leg person, or if you're like me and just bypass everything and just get a choix de chef, that sauce will always hold a special place in our food-loving heads. And of course, we can't talk about St-Hubert without addressing the ultimate table debate, the coleslaw. This is where families get divided, guys. Team traditional or team creamy. You have team traditional, which has a tangy slaw that cuts right through the richness of the chicken gravy. Then you have team creamy, the rich, sweet, mayo-based goodness that honestly belongs piled high right on top of your french fries. I've had this debate so many times. I'm under team creamy. You get one shot at coleslaw, especially with a delivery order, and you have to live with that decision. So let's settle it right now in the comments. Are you team traditional or are you team creamy? Now, let's enjoy some St-Hubert BBQ.
I'm 40 years old and I love St-Hubert.
Here, amazing place. Here, nice food. Here, that chicken is
Back in my day, you used to get the bowl with the tongs that you can like pick and choose and fill up your bowl. And then they fill up the bowl and bring you another bowl. Now they give you a tiny little thing. And every 2 minutes you have to ask for more coleslaw because you're a big bag who likes coleslaw. Bon appetit.
I'm a creamy coleslaw guy. You have a choice of 2 different options, classic or creamy. I just love the creamy one. A little bit of pepper, a little bit of salt on there. It's just so damn good. And then the pitcher of white wine sangria has arrived. A staple if you're going to St-Hubert. Some people will say a nice Stella Artois pairs well with it because it's affordable. It's $5 for a glass at lunchtime, but this here, this slaps. Oh heck yeah.
Nice and summery, refreshing. Citrus. Wine.
It's crisp. You really taste the orange zest in there. The lemons. And all of that white wine, that white house wine. You know it's not expensive, but it is. It is good. And do you have a fond memory of St-Hubert?
My parents used to take me here when I was a kid. This was like the once in a while restaurant my parents would take us to. One, because it's like super family friendly. 2, they have something for everyone, and it's just good comforting, like good comfort food. I don't know. What about you?
Because it's known as a family restaurant, they used to actually give out crayons, and they still do, I believe, as part of these little wonderful lunch boxes that they have. Their takeout options, their little animal nuggets, that's what I love, and their cherry sauce is to die for. They actually sell a lot of their sauces bottled up here. They actually sell their coleslaw. They actually have a ton of products that you can purchase at the grocery store. That's how big St-Hubert is here. Having a meal like this, it was just affordable. It was just affordable and a fun way to get out.
So, what did we order on our date night? Kat got the St-Hubert chicken sandwich. If you're not in the mood to tear chicken off the bone, their sandwich is a game changer. Absolute crowd pleaser. And I got their classic rotisserie chicken plate. Chicken is slow roasted, locally sourced, the skin gets beautifully browned, and deeply infused with their signature rotisserie spices, keeping the meat beneath incredibly tender. As for the sides, I got a classic poutine, she got some wonderful french fries, and of course a small dish of that highly addictive warm barbecue dipping sauce. Both of our meals came up to less than $23 a piece, and of course it's served with a toasted bun to soak up every last drop of that gravy.
Is that not perfection? Is that not the best? Is that not the best cut? Coleslaw, pickles, crispy chicken. Nice bun. Comforting.
And I was just diving deep into my St-Hubert plate. When you get a fresh plate, the first thing that hits you is that skin. It's got a beautiful deep golden brown color and it's coated in a spice rub that they perfected over the last 70 plus years. It's savory, it's salty, and with that little dip in the gravy, it's damn good.
In a world full of mediocre restaurants that you never know what you're gonna get and charge like crazy prices, at least when you walk into a St-Hubert chain, you know it's just good. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be delicious. It's gonna be comforting. It's like a warm hug of gravy coating your insides. Like Kat was saying, comfort food at its best. And affordable. The barbecue sauce here is actually incredible. And you're supposed to take your chicken and dip it in there and your fries, but they actually have their own signature poutine sauce as well. And what I like about their fries is they got like a crisp to them, similar to like a McDonald's fry, but the gravy is just unbelievable. And, you know, good old-fashioned Quebec cheese curds.
The real magic is taking a piece of that seasoned skin, a bit of the chicken, and dunking it straight into that warm, sweet, and savory barbecue. It just tastes like a wonderful Sunday dinner, you know? Pure comfort at its best. We demolished our flippin' plates here, but now it's time for our final thoughts. And we're going to finish up our sangria here.
And then at the end, I always put together a little sandwich concoction, a little bit of coleslaw, some fries, some chicken, and then I just dip my bun in the remainder of the sauce and call it a day. Final thoughts on a date night at St-Hubert.
Value for money. You know what you're gonna get. Everything's delicious. Get the sangria and the coleslaw. Get traditional. If you're creepy or weird.
Alright, thanks for watching. For more food, travel, gaming, and more, give us a subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.
Bye for now.
That chicken is